Hey, so I'm showing a bit of code. Pause if you want to look at it. It's not much. It's simply a line of code, considering that if I'm looking for an eto file, I might as well throw it where the game won't find it, basically. And that's all I'm trying to say. So instead of perm custom, which is where it was at for some reason, which means that it can get read as a regular event, and because I'm pretty sure you need the location variable filled in, last I remember, because I forgot to check beforehand. If it's not filled in, so for example, you have like location of the event equals, apartments, which is what I used. I forgot if it's apartments or apartment, but you get the point. If this is blank, I think this crashes the game, but I can't remember at the moment. So, yeah, that's all I'm trying to say at the moment, and we'll get a move on in this run. So, without further ado, just making sure I'm looking at my perm version correctly, and then off we'll go. So, for timestamp's sake, third so, as we get into at Fatalist Random Item Stats Mimi. We're on our second one, even though that doesn't really change anything. But we have a scalpel, but we don't really need to use it. I don't think I can even sell this if I recall correctly, right? We do have random item stats, so it is important to kind of just sit on this for a moment. Really quickly, here's our base advice. So with random item stats specifically, if that setting is on, you'll note that I can sell this immediately for 1 fund. You could sell it now, I guess. But if you wait till afterward and it turns into 0 for whatever reason, maybe you forgot, or maybe you don't need the fund and you just wanted to check, you might as well hold on to the scalpel. That way you can throw it away during an event like, during a mystery like ramen, or more importantly, mermaids. I think there might be one more mystery, though maybe those are the only two. I'm forgetting. My mind is going crazy at the moment. Strength, dexterity, light, second mystery, Takshisan, and maybe knowledge, which is what Mimi likes, but I mean, I like strength as well, so hey. But as we go into the house and then check our items, out of curiosity, let's see what the item became. 3 damage, 1 fun still, so we can sell it if I need to. 4 damage, 87 speed, 65 chance to hit, which is close to normal. I think the speed is like 2 faster, which is nearly a stat's worth, because a stat gives you 3 speed on a normal attack, but eh. And then we have protective carvings and memory extract, so we will make use of both of those. Did this lie to me, by the way? I mean, I'm glad it actually doesn't cost any doom. Or is it only reason? I think it's reason, right? I'm going crazy. Anyway, I always get ath confused for whatever reason. That's just me. But as we actually get a move on and check our mysteries in a hot moment, let's see what we have today. Next episode. Oh, that's right. We're on Fatalist, so I don't really check. That's my house rule. But we will certainly... Ooh, Kana. Wow, that's really lucky. But the chance of that happening actually is quite low with my own house rules, and I'll explain them in a moment. But what I was going to say is that I'm going to rotate the custom mysteries again. If I don't, then, I mean, it's not like it really matters. But, yeah, I will rotate them just for funsies. So, max threat level, school, high seaside, max forest. I don't know where this run is going to take me. So in a Fatalist backstory run on Harbinger of Doom difficulty, any of the hot locations, I'll define this now, the hot locations with max threat level that you could put the police patrols in, so that's what I mean by hot location, is downtown, school, and forest. Technically the hospital, but really it's only if you have a few mysteries that are hospital based. Same thing for seaside, mansion with vigil, and then village with bulletin, and I think that's the only base mystery. But if we're looking only at base mysteries, usually you're visiting the forest, the school, and downtown. Now you could say forest is a specialized location for a few mysteries anyway, but it's because those few mysteries can be quite long, and they have specifically a forest phase. We have yet to have a mystery that brings us into, well, technically we have Ward, but that's only one mystery. Seaside does not have some kind of seaside phase where you're stuck in a seaside for, 12 boxes and you have to click until you get out. Same thing for Mansion, although Mansion has Vigil. That's why I say that. That's why I said, Seaside can be considered the same. Or Seaside has one, so Mansion has one. I didn't say it. You get the point. And then Village doesn't have anything, really. It has Festival, but you're not really... for gameplay strategic sake, you're not really investigating the village during Festival. So, I mean, I guess I'm kind of wrong. Vigil for Mansion, Seaside technically have their phases, but it's not a phase, it's just the whole mystery takes place there. Was it Seaside? No, Seaside has nothing. That's why I didn't care. Although, you have Metamorphosis and... I think it's just Metamorphosis. Anywho, moving on. Let's just move on. We'll check the History Club really quickly. On an Ath run, this basically becomes thread of Well, actually, it is Threat of Fate, so I'm just going crazy. Immediately 10 damage? Sure, why not, right? Now, I probably should not have taken that, all things considered, but at this point, it's too late. And I was gonna do something else. Never mind, I forgot. Off we go. And then I forgot what I was gonna talk about. There was something I just mentioned like a minute ago, and I didn't mention it. But if nothing else, that whole minute or two of me just spaghettiing all over the locations and whether or not, phases and whatnot. If for no one else, it was for myself. That's all I'm trying to say. Now, that being said, just to kind of complete the thought as I try to remember what I wanted to talk about, you are visiting the school in downtown locations quite often in more than a few mysteries. And so for looking at just basically the base numbers, I feel that you're visiting school and downtown a lot more often. Now, keep in mind, this is primarily with base mysteries. We're not including custom mysteries, because if suddenly we get like 3 custom mysteries in the next 3 months that all visit the hospital 5 times, then yes, all right. Then the game, especially if you include those, if you include such mysteries very often, then yes, you're visiting X location if 5 custom mysteries take you to that location 4 or 5 or more times to investigate in that run. But again, there's also the mysteries as a whole. That's why I don't consider Festival too bad, even though Festival is technically a forest mystery in itself. So. And then you have Vigil, but you're just in the mansion, and there's only one mystery for that until you get into Painting. But then Painting also has Forest as well, so more Forest counter. There's a lot of Forest mysteries, basically, for good reason. I'm not saying that the Forest is a terrible location to pick, because often a lot of horror type genre things happen in the Forest. So here's our custom mystery, by the way. You'll note that I don't hover over the custom mysteries because you will see their name immediately. However, because they don't have an icon, then it basically, as long as you don't hover over the mystery, nice 12 roll by the way, game, you won't know what mystery a custom mystery is. Now, if we ever do get icons, either through perm or base roll of horror, then I need to come up with another soft house rule. But so, goodness. If you want to hear me talk about something that I forgot to talk about, please remind me and or ask said question about whatever I forgot, because I do often want to talk about things. Oh my goodness, we need a rest, by the way. I do often want to talk about the things that I forget about, but I often don't remember them. So I just know they're important enough for me to mention that I forgot. So that's more a me thing. Into this forest we go. Now, if we get like Botanist and Footage back to back, as the 2 base mysteries, I will be quite sad. But otherwise, as we get an impossible luck check, yeah, not really much else to do at the moment. I'm trying to walk back and check. Can I get anything lower than a 6? Even if it was a 6+2 modifier. By the way, there's 3 forest investigations, by the way. Even if it was a 6+2 modifier, a 6 roll into a +2 modifier, I would really appreciate it. Like, it would be more fair than 8+2 modifier. But yeah, so I entered the thing and I went into the apartment. What was I going to talk about? Anywho. Now, note that we have we fought a single enemy, by the way? I think we just went through two mysteries and did not fight a single enemy. That is not normal. And I actually might not want that too much, but, you know, so be it, right? Did we really not fight anything? Anywho. We're just gonna go all out here. We have Kana, so yes, we're taking all damage, but it's a lot less all damage. It's a lot less damage overall than what could be. Now, I hope I hit this attack, because we just rolled 80% 3 times and hit. So keep that in mind as if and when I complain about RNG later on. But at the same time, I roll a lot of 10s to 12s, and to a special case 8+2 modifiers. But and when I say 8+2 modifier, I mean I roll an 8 and then there's a modifier +2. In this case it's +1, but I rolled an 11, so branded we go. And I'm kind of glad now that I didn't spend as much Doom as I thought I was going to, but we still spent quite a bit of Doom. Can I fight something? Oh, don't give me the thingy, by the way. Okay, I was about to say, don't give me double nurses. But we do need to hit 80% over and over and over again, and we do not. So it's time for just a Desperate Prep Strong, so I don't lose more HP. And I think when the Bloodsucker hisses, she makes a jump and then gives you a badly bleeding. But anywho, I wish I could go all out here. We'll just take the gamble. We're out in 2 turns on average anyway, unless I just missed both the 80%, because why does RNG matter? So at this point, wow, we don't... I think I throw the scalpel here, funny enough, because this does 1 damage, and then this will do 12. Why you save the scalpel? But, yeah, that's not great. Oh my sweet goodness. Alright, fine. I guess just be that way. There's really nothing we can do here. Just roll 8 through 12. More than 50%. Did I pass a single stat check? I must have passed at least 2. I remember passing 1. I don't know if I passed 2 this run, but hey. It's nice to be on a Fatalist ill-fated run, but until we get the a way to set 2 backstories at once, I'm just going crazy at the moment. Excuse me, but not going to take much more of your time. I'll see you in the next video!